Morning, Dowse.
Morning, David.
Well, first of all, I want to say I'm delighted to see that you're in fairly chirpy mood this morning after being fairly down on Tuesday night and on Saturday as well, actually.
Aye, very down. I always am after games. I never had beforehand. I was really disappointed because what the cup brought last season. I thought we'd win the game beforehand. I thought we started the first 20 minutes unbelievable, passing and moving it. I thought we got worse as the game went on after a mistake for the goal. But yeah, massively disappointed. But I'm like that, I take it for a day, and afterwards, the same thing. Wednesday morning, you wake up without sleeping. But I still went to Winston Churchill and done the schools and done different things. So it can't stop. Football can't stop. And of course, I'm chirpy today. We're blinking ready for a game tomorrow. We need 7 wins out of 29 games or 28 games to get where the club or everybody thought we wouldn't get, and that's staying up. But I'm not going to change tack because I need to win a game of football. So I'm not daft either,
No, absolutely. Going back to picking a few things out that you said afterwards, which might be a bit unfair given that you are in a
see what you want, David.
Now. You started off saying that on Saturday you probably got the team wrong.
Yeah.
Was that because of the state of the pitch?
Yeah, I thought so.
In which case, could you not have changed what you had in your head?
It could have done, but the performances, remember, some of them lads I thought played on the Saturday who hadn't played in a long time. I think Saturday, Tuesday would be too much for them. I went for freshness, I went for legs, and I thought the first 20 minutes I thought I got it spot on. I really did. I thought we passed the ball really well. I thought we closed down really well. I thought we made a bad mistake, then I thought everything just changed a little bit in the second half where I thought we would get stronger. I even put the legs of Hodgie on, so we've got to get the ball and run at people. But when confidence and, we're not winning games at the minute, it's difficult at times. So listen, it ain't a problem. We've lost the game. I was disappointed in losing, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be absolutely fine. So we just got to crack on tomorrow, and I'm sure we'll do. But get the team wrong Saturday on the pitch, I thought I did, and on here I thought we started off like this year, brilliant for first best in 10 games in the first 20 minutes. But as time got on, it was sort of, but. We're fine. We'll have a Heidi back Saturday. Start things. So will Musa, I believe. That's going to help us. And so let's go move on. It's simple as that. It's not a very nice place, is it, when you're losing games and people look at you differently and you find out who your friends are. You certainly find out what you do, and you find out the ones who want to tell you what to do, and you find out the ones who. But that's natural in the football club when you're not winning games. It's natural,
You've alternated a fair bit between 3 at the back and 4 at the back.
Yeah.
Are you picking players to fit a system, or are you choosing a system to fit the players, or are you choosing a system to suit the opponents?
To win a game.
Right.
And I'm not getting it right at the minute, am I? So it's to win a game of football.
Would it be better to pick one of those and stick with it?
I think it's come to a time when I've got to grow that way a little bit, but every time we've done it, it seemed to work. It has. The last couple of games hasn't. The last few games, not 9 games, didn't say it's the last 10 games, because we've played well in some of them 10 games and took the Hartlepool and the bloody people all away. But in the last few games, maybe it hasn't. So you always look at, listen, I'm not going to hide it out like that. You look at things as a manager and you think, could have got this right, could have got that better. I kind of keep banging the drum about the budget. I kind of keep banging the drum about part-time stuff. But where I think, I've told the group, I think we're exactly the same today as we were the Friday before the start of the season. I really do. Where everybody in non-league football thinks what we'll get relegated. Everybody does. Everybody, I went to the first ever board meeting beforehand, and Jeff and Neil and all of us sitting, they're all there, and I said, if I, like I said last week, if I don't stay up, I'll resign. And they said, don't put too much pressure on yourself. The pressure you put on yourself is ridiculous. With this, with that, you'll still be here, we'll get relegated. No, I put that on myself, and I put a whole thing on myself, and cover stuff. But we're in that sort of position now where you've got a manager who hasn't managed in this league before. You've got players who've got released by a lot of clubs in this league or come away down. It's up to us to come back to that mentality again that everybody thinks we'll get. We need 7 wins to make that not happen. So that'll be the first stage of it, and the second stage is building the club. So nothing's changed in my head. I had Deb, the cleaner, how lovely she was. She was very emotional. She said, "Are you all right? You're upset on Tuesday night." Very emotional to see her and all that. And that sort of. Of course, I'm all right. I'm absolutely fine. Disappointments I get, pressure. I've been through too much, man, to have pressure. So one thing I'll not be feeling today is pressure about tomorrow's game. We'll be there today. If anybody else wants that pressure, let them have it. And I want to take it off the players as well. But I get angry and I get upset at losing matches. But it's the wrong bloke that's for pressure, to be honest. I'm just not like that at all. I don't give a monkeys about pressure, to be honest. I'm here to enjoy a game of football for a wonderful club. playing like the V's and Nuts County on Tuesday night in a league we didn't think we were getting for a few years and competing at the very top of this league at the minute, and that's where we are. Unless things change, we'll have a different conversation.
You mentioned yourself that one of the factors might be that you haven't managed at this level before. Do you think what's different about it?
No, really. It's just anybody else will make it up.
Right.
I don't think. No, I think. But, I think the interviews are crap. Like, not with you. It's your fault. I got told by a football league manager, and about 25 managers say, Dowse, you are the biggest nugget you've ever seen in your life. And I am, because I'm too honest. Like, I tell it to even Martin and Ian. Yes, he says, Dowse, you're too honest. Because what I should be saying is, I took this club from there, put this in the bank, blinked and got me a cup. I've done promotion against Yards. We've done this against Yards. But I do it because I want to win games of football. Now, some of the football league managers will ring us up and say, you stupid idiot and all that. I just try to tell them what you want to hear, but I tell the truth. Even the board of directors sometimes think, Dowson, what the hell are you doing? Tell them that and all that, because I'm honest and because I see it all the time. It goes against it, it goes against it. So I'm well aware where I am, but I'll not change. I won't change. I'll tell the truth if I possibly can. I feel as though we've done a great job down here. I feel the players have been excellent, but I want that winning mentality around any football club I've been. We haven't got it lately. So the level, better players, I suppose. I imagine the better managers you play against, more organised, the fitness have been full time and all the rest of the stuff which I've said before, but I've still got to win a game. So if we're having a bad time, never get ever so upset. I do, but I'm not going to go and front people up. And I done a thing the other day down there on the Wednesday, and this bloke says, I'm surprised you're here after last night. I'm actually turning up to coach the kids, and but I'm not going to change, but you do find out with people. We're finding out now. We have a meeting in this room, me, Ian and Martin and Matt, and we find out about the ones who are with her and the ones who we're looking at with differently and thinking, hold on a minute, if you take the whole year and a half and check what bubble we've done ever so well down here, and we will do in the future, but you do find out the people who will turn on you or say things. And I want to say to people, I want to say to players, anybody be 36 years old and stand in the pub, and stand in the pub, and I like standing in the pub, as you know, but you like it more than me, but we've stood in the pub together.
We have.
And we have a great crack, can't we? Have a great crack.
Yeah.
And they'll be doing it tonight. They'll be down Blackies, they'll be anywhere tonight, and they'll stand in the pub, and they'll say, I would have done that. We'll watch the telly, Sky, I would have done that. I would have done that. We'll watch us as well on a Saturday. I tell you what, Dowson, that, he should have done that, should have done that, should have done that, should have done that. Half of them, it's good football banter, but wouldn't know what happened if a ball hit him in the sky, from the sky in the face, because that's why, and I say it to players, I see them, don't be a pub where you're 36, 37, said, I could have done that. I could have played at that level. I should have been playing the football league. I should have been managing working football club. That's the people who don't get the jobs, but they'll sit there and have bump, bump, bump. Players more will have people really all support, and they'll tell people what they could have done. And it's cobblers because you'll achieve what you want to achieve when you're 70. And I look back and I'm 70, I thought, well, I've won them promotion, I've done that. I'm not going to say I could have done that, because you can't, because that's cobblers. I had an injury. Tough luck. I've had injuries. I've had injuries on the football side of things. Of course we've got them. I've had some bad luck, some bad referees. Of course you've got them. But cobblers, when you sit there and you can stand and say, I could have done this. So that's the mentality we've got to get around us, saying, listen, let's just stick together. We know where we are. We're doing very well being 7th top of the league. We're awfully upset at getting knocked out of the cup. I'll take full responsibility and all that. But don't kid the fact how well we've done. Everybody becomes a superstar. Now everybody knows what's wrong. You know what I mean? And I've got to accept that, because I'm not winning games. I banter him. Oh yeah, good. Oh yeah, back 3, back 4. I banter him, but didn't me head to head. If Alex Ferguson's telling us it's a different ball game, but not a bloke who hasn't managed before. So and that's not disrespect to anybody, because everybody's got a right to have an opinion at me. And at the minute, I imagine that this football club is not a very good one, and I've got that. But I'm not going to take any notice anybody. I've got to be my own man and do what I want to do, because I know right. Because my record tells us I know right. And Ian knows right, and Martin knows right as well with Matt. So we've got to back ourselves against anybody else. But we will, like John Monaghan, who's a great lad, a great sponsor, he come and seen us yesterday, and he's always helped, John, always helped. And he's got, I bet you everybody's telling you things new. And it is. Everybody, we could do that, could be doing that. It's going on, so I got to accept that, but I didn't take any notice, you know what I mean? So, yeah, of course it is, bump, there you go, I've got to be my own man.
Of course. Tuesday, and you seem to be sort of have a different outlook today, which I'm pleased about.
Yeah.
It seemed to be that you were suggesting it was a bit of a watershed moment, that you'd given a lot of players a deal for this season. What sort? I don't know. That's between you and them. Because they'd earned it, and to see if they were good enough, and you were beginning to conclude that some of them weren't. Yeah,
I'll stick with that. I'm going to stick with it. We've got to prove now, just like I did at the start of the season. I feel now how I felt at the start of the season. I was going into Dagenham thinking, how good are we? are we good enough at this level? Am I good? Yeah, you do. You think so? I think it's that moment again, and all that where we are. So I've got to find out. We've got to find out if some are and some aren't. We've got to find out ourselves. Is it too much for travelling and the ethic on Friday nights away and Saturday morning, late nights back when I got work the next day? I think it is at times. I was more angry then, but I haven't changed my mindset on it. So I'm trying to get players who are maybe been there a little bit and try to wheel and deal me out to get with a little kickstart again, to get with good. There's one player I like to say, which I've realised not to say it anymore, but we went to get, and they've changed the manager now, so it's been bloody. It was off when it was on, if you know what I mean. So I've got to wait till that changes and all that, and stuff like that. As you know, I think we'll sign up for that today. I think that's one of the questions I'm asking all. We'll sign up one today, which will go through later on, I believe. And that's somebody who's played a lot of games and all that, and stuff like that. So things like that, you got to keep at it,
Yeah. You're always very clear that the buck stops with you, and yet both Casey and Nathan Collier have said in interviews this week that it's all their fault, if you like.
I think we believe it is. I think the players, because I get them up players, believe it or not. I call them what nobody else does. You got two lads there who I've got a lot of affinity with, Casey and Nathan. So probably I would always be loyal to them, and they'll be loyal to me in a little way, even though I might have a shout match in a change room. I think the world of Casey, and I think the world of Nathan. Deep down, I can't tell them that face to face, but I do, and all that, and there's a lot of players who will help me along the way there. Them two being more than anybody. So I think it's a players thing. I've got to take that off, because something's at half time. I'm saying get it and move it and keep what you're doing, and the sessions we'll put on Ian and I do think God, we've got to get together and have been having a crack at each other. I get that, but as a manager, you pick them, so I think you've got to take it off them a bit. So I think we'll be seeing as the players thing, it's nothing to do with management. As a manager, I think you can't have that. They could write loads of things in the papers, or they could say, Dowse is doing everything here, and Ian's doing all, and Martin, whatever. But I think it's a collective thing. So if we meet halfway, maybe it's everybody's fault a little bit in a group of players, and we've got to do something about that. So right. I'll meet them halfway. I'm sure they'll meet me halfway as well. And what we'll do, we'll get on with
it. Okay. Moussa Diarra, you're going to do some work with him this morning, I believe. I say how near fitness is he, because this bad period, if you want to call it that, seems to have pretty much coincided with him not playing.
Him not in Haiti, not in the team. I think he's. I'm seeing him in the next 5 minutes. In fact, he's looking out the window there at me here. you can see. It's only 20 foot tall, that window. But anyway, he's. I'm only joking, Daniel. You can't see he's actually on there. We missed Moussa. Of course, we have one because the left side centre half. We have the goals we concede in the box. We do. I'm not blaming anybody, but we do. The set players, we're certainly missing on that side of things to go and attack it. The free kick taker coming in, seeing the big 6'5" lad attacking them like that. We miss that. I miss him. He's very important to me, Moussa, to be honest, and we miss him in the team. Hopefully in the next 20 minutes when I take him for a fitness test on the pitch, he'll be fit. I think he will. I think he'll be alright. So we need him in the team. We need Heidi in the team now, I think, to be honest. He looked sharp as time goes on. Obviously Johnson's got a little bit more to go. Some players just need to be taken out a little bit. Some, even the senior ones who have played games, pressure, up there, imagine promotions, blinking top of the league, everything else go. And having that, some players just need 2 or 3 games just to stay away from it a bit, to get their hunger back, if you want to call it that, get their playing back and come to say which hasn't won a game. I'm not daft, some people need a little bit of a breather, which we'll get them on.
Sure. You say you may hopefully get another player today. You've got Tyreek Johnson will come back whenever he's ready. Are you going to end up with too many players? No, we'll deal. That's what I said. I haven't changed my thoughts on Tuesday night, I'm just in obviously a lot better mood about the whole thing. And I'll be honest, we need to get 1 or 2 out and 1 or 2 in. Right. That's what we need to do. So right. Nothing's changed. I'm not daft the way we are. I think the lads are doing great for. I think they're a great set of lads. I really do. You probably think I'm a good manager. I think we do have that respect for each other and all the rest. I'm always honest with them if I can. But I do think I've got to get maybe 2 or 3 out and 1 or 2 in. And that's what I know I need to do. So yes, 1 will come in this afternoon. But I imagine next week a couple might go out. And that's what I honestly think. You know what I mean? Who I can't see it, obviously, and who's in the back of my mind will probably depend. Could after I need to get Saturday and Tuesday, then we've got Saturday's then it gives me time. But yeah, 100%, I do think that we need a change. We might even have to go for a month to get their confidence back in a different way, because they've had a tough time games at a higher level. So I'm not daft. But you can't just say it'll be alright. Somewhere along the line, I've got to put myself on the line and all and say, listen, I want to have a go here, and that's what I'll do. But listen, we don't come bad players overnight. We don't come bad managers overnight.
but now we've got to work together to achieve what we want to achieve.
Sure. Okay, tomorrow, Eastleigh. What do you know about them?
Not bad. I think we've got a kid, Rundell, played here, didn't they? Up top. Is it Rundell or Rendell? Rendell, so it's none of them two I just mentioned.
That's right.
Scott, innit?
Scott, yeah.
He went all the shot, didn't he?
I don't know how much he plays.
He played the other night, I think.
Right.
We've been playing the system what we worked on last night. The other day, sorry. We played a system, and I know about we've been very competitive in this league for years. At one time had all the money, didn't it, till the lad went to Sunderland.
Yeah.
I know it'll be a competitive game. You've got some steady Eddies in there, you've got some world up players in there, steady the ship we have, the experienced players like most players are in our league. I think it'll be a tough battle, a good game. We've watched them. Yeah, I think we'll make changes. What they played the game on Tuesday night, we believe we'll make 2 or 3 changes there. I think we changed the team a bit for Tuesday nights. I think some players won't play then, just like some of our players won't play on Tuesday. So it'll be completely different. So really on this one, where I usually see we'll be 4-4-2 or 3-5-2, I'm a little bit sceptical who I'll think, because I think we'll make a few changes, and I think we will as well. So I think they're completely 2 different things. So I don't think it's going to be that much. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's what they'll do. You know, I think they'll probably think the same about us. I think it'll be 2 different teams on the day. That does nothing happen actually.
Right. Okay. Thanks for that. I've been asked if we can mention about the Dutch TV documentary.
Aye, brilliant. So we're following. We have a couple of more games. I think that'll be a 40-minute clip on a telly, which is fantastic. You know, our Dutch cards are coming over on Tuesday. And it come down, so and see the lads beforehand, it come, I think, you know, lads like, but make this give them that little boost like the FA Cup game, you know what I mean? And they can't listen to what I see in the team talk, because I can't have that because of my languages. And but just when we have them on the pitch and just have a little look and all that, then they'll just be talking to a few individual players after the game. So it's great. The funny thing is, the girl who comes down, Anna, who's been around the place a bit, they bring the cameras and she can just about understand us, but she doesn't think her friend will, right? That's a worry because she's doing the show.
Yeah.
And the other thing just said, but I'll be on subtitles. Well, any support out there now, put this interview on subtitles, because my kids take the mick galore. Because I'll see someone like I'm playing a 4-4-2 and it'll come on subtitles and I said I want to go to the loo and all that. You know.
I've done it.
All right, David, let me tell a joke. So it's
very funny.
But I've had my kids do it. I've had people do it. Say, Dowse, watch this. When you talk, it's absolutely hilarious, and I kind of do nothing but laugh. So I think it's very, very funny. So it's so I look forward to seeing that. But we'll probably be sure where probably not about me, because I reckon my accent could get in the way. I really do, like, you know what I mean. I really, really do. So you know what I mean.
I just for the record, I'll add that that this TV company are making a series of documentaries about men in the 21st century.
I don't know why they come to us for it.
They decided that men who are passionate about football would make an interesting subject. They wanted to do it somewhere other than in Holland, so they chose England, and then they chose us. And they'll be here filming on Saturday and Tuesday. So if anyone watching this sees a camera crew or gets stopped and asked if they want to talk to them, please do. It's all in a good cause, and it's going to go out on national television in Holland, but it will be available for us to watch over here. And of course, most of it will be in English, apart from Dowse.
When's it coming out?
I don't know.
If it's January or February, I may have to say when I used to be working manager. I'll let us see. That's not good stuff. And it's just come down. So it's very keen, and you know, we're there to help people in the Dutch cause, like I say, come now on Tuesday and all that. You know, we're here to help. And I know what's like trying to do a young Adam Taylor once done one on me. Adam Martin's son. Yeah. He once done King's Meadow on me. And it's like similar thing, to be honest. You know, and it'll be a bit of a laugh, and you know, but it might like sometimes you're thinking the cameras might get the players feeling whatever. It might just be a little bit of a boost for them, being on the camera and being a bit more up there. So we've got to look at a two-way thing, you know. Yeah, absolutely. So we'll look forward to it. Good. And very lastly, the Legends Night. How's that progressing? Good. Sells is coming down a bit. Ian Selly, he's coming down a bit. So I know he's on the market. Obviously Smudgers and all them said he'll come in. Glenn Cottle's of the world and all that, and Scotty Steele and Lloydie and Trevor Barrett and all them lads and all that. So it'll come. Fantastic to see him. History's a massive part of the club. And I think we've done about 90 people. I think they've only got another 20 tickets left or 25 tickets left. So they've done very, very well in all that, you know. So we're delighted to back that as well and all that, you know. Even though the missus' birthday, it comes in the way a little bit, but so no, very good, and we look forward to that. And it's good stuff. And keep coming support. We need your help. I thought the fans have been brilliant the last 2 games, and especially against Barnet as well. So we need to support us help. We're in one of these times where things aren't going great, but that's when you stick together.
Absolutely. Thanks very much. See you tomorrow.
Pleasure. See you, man.